What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we are here with the official trailer to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty late to this, and to be honest, I feel like I have a good reason. I just finished part 5. If you're I don't know, if you're new to the channel or something, like you'll know that I just finished part 5 maybe last week, and I just kind of dragged my feet from that point on. However, now that I have officially finished part 5 and loved every second of JoJo, with, you know, its craziness, flaws, you know, whatever, you know, the high points, the low points, whatever, loved it all. I can finally say that I am caught up with the anime, not with the manga, because, you know, I don't really read manga, but I can finally say that I'm caught with anime, and now I can watch the official trailer to JoJo Part 6. And luckily it doesn't come out, it comes out pretty soon, so I don't have to wait too long, but the wait is still gonna suck dick. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. So with all that being said, we're gonna hop straight into it. Let me get my headphones, make sure they're on. Did I turn them off? No, okay, they just took forever to turn on. All right, them bitches is on, and headphones, what? God? Okay, I think they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Oh, that's loud as fuck. Alright, somebody got jacked up already. I respect it. Okay, this one takes place in 2011. Okay. Oh, okay, she's the Joe star. Joe and Kujo. My man's? My man's daughter or something? Okay. Well, everybody's innocent in jail. God damn. Oh, she bit. You getting bitch slapped? Okay, so you're obviously a stand user. You look a little too. Wait, what? What? Jotaro had a kid? Ooh. Damn. Okay, this okay. I'm guessing this is the theme. It was cool. What the fuck? Yeah, this theme is hard. I ain't about to lie. Shit kinda hard. What the fuck? What the fuck? Stan? That's cool as fuck. That's cool as fuck. Is that it?
Stone free. 私はこの石の海から自由になる。
That's cool as fuck. And Alexa.
Okay.
I didn't ask you for shit, actually. That's crazy. I really did not ask you for a damn thing.
Okay, for M. N, I recommend roasted beets and sweets from all recipes. 1 hour, 15 minutes to make. What would you like? Start recipe, send to phone, add to list, or hear next recipe?
How about shut the fuck up? Alright. That was cool. That was cool. I ain't even about to lie. That was cool. It seems like it starts off exactly where Jotaro's. Oh, let me take this off. Actually, it seems like it starts off exactly where Jotaro's story started, in jail. which is cool. I'm guessing we're about to have basically something that I actually wanted for a while. I think I even talked about how I thought that it would be pretty cool, but to have a female protagonist, that's kind of cool. Actually, most of the main like group seems to be female. You never really know for real, because dudes just be looking fabulous in this show. I'm not about to lie to you. So you never really know for real. But I remember not too long ago, actually, in one of my videos, I was like, yeah, it would be kind of cool. I think it was when we got introduced to Spice Girls. I was like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have a female protagonist. But now with this, luckily now we might get to see what that'll look like. Not only that, but for her to be the daughter of one of the realest niggas to ever grace the Joestar family line is, my hype is immeasurable and my day is made, is probably the best way to explain it. Honestly, and like I said, the entire, not the entire cast, we don't know that yet, but a good amount of that cast does seem to be female. But that's just a cool little thing that they got going on there. As far as the story, couldn't tell anything. Couldn't tell you what the story's gonna be about. I will say it does look like it's probably gonna start off with like a jailbreak or something like that. That seems appropriate, unless the whole thing is in jail. And that'd be cool, I guess. Have a whole JoJo story in the pen. That's kind of cool. But I'm pretty sure that it's probably gonna start off with like a jailbreak, which is always cool. Not gonna lie to you. A good jailbreak is always a fun concept in movies, shows, whether it be anime or not. Jailbreaks are always something that's pretty cool. Now, the thing is that we all kind of know how JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is with the show. So when you tell me jailbreak, I'm not thinking, damn, how are they going to get out of it? How are they going to get out of it? Or how are they going to break out? I'm thinking, damn, how 300, 400, 500 IQ is going to be their plan to get out, I really wasn't reading most of the subtitles, and mostly because I didn't want to read it. I didn't want to like I don't know, get anything about the plot or some shit. And I didn't want to have any like hint about the plot or something, mostly because, like I said, I kind of just wanted to stay blind to it all. But I picked out the important stuff. Cujo Jolene, technically a Joestar. The whole Cujo thing is an easy identifier for me. I'm pretty sure for any other JoJo fan, it's like, oh, Jotaro, my man, like that's great. Like I said, I didn't expect, Jotaro didn't seem like the take a wife and have a family kind of person. I believe he said something about her mother around like her lineage somewhere in there. I just wasn't, like I said, I wasn't reading the subs because I didn't really want anything to do with the story. However, I just heard the words and I was like, I think he's talking about his mother or some shit, and then I saw the word divorce or something. I guess that makes sense. Who would divorce Jotaro? That's a beautiful man. Who would divorce that man? But all in all, this seems, I'm interested. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm interested. This didn't give away too much, which is something that I was really afraid of when it came to watching this. This didn't like spoil anything for me, I don't think. You know, I'm sure if you've read the manga or something like that, you're like, I don't know, bro, that shit spoiled a lot of upcoming stuff. But like for me, just a regular shithead that just finished the anime and is probably not really ever gonna read the manga, unless like somebody said like part 7 is probably never going to get animated because it will be like too high of a budget to be animated. Like unless I really get to the point where I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to read the manga. I'm probably just gonna stick to the anime. But like I said, this does seem interesting. I'm excited. I'm very much excited. As far as the music, I think that was her theme that we were hearing. That was really good. I enjoy that theme. I'm gonna have to listen to it again if it's out, like if the actual theme is out or some shit. I don't think it is. I would doubt that the OST would be out this early, unless for some reason they release her actual theme. I would have to listen to the theme just sit there and chill out and listen to it just to see where it stacks with the other JoJo themes or Joestar themes that we've heard. Because right now my favorite my absolute favorite, the Joestar that has my favorite theme right now is Giorno. That theme is a slapper whapper. So I'm really gonna have to sit there and listen to Jolene's in order to truly see where that thing ranks in my JoJo theme tier list. But it is cool because what I really liked about Giorno's theme is that it had vocals, and that, and I mean strong vocals. Other themes have had kind of here and there kind of vocals, but Giorno's I believe is the only one, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe is the only one where it literally has a damn near a choir of vocals just going crazy in his theme. And it not only that, but other things with the piano and the guitar and the violins, and his theme is just, Giorno might not be my favorite Joestar. I still don't even know who my favorite Joestar. It's probably Joseph. Giorno isn't my favorite Joestar, but goddamn, he does have my favorite theme. That theme is hard. So coming off that theme and then transitioning into Jolene's theme, it's gonna be hard to beat. But from the small amount that I heard, it does sound really good. So I'm gonna have to wait to see how that music hits when it comes to really actually watching the anime, which is another thing that I'm really excited for, is the music. JoJo has been really good with music. When it comes to standout music, it's been really good with theme song, the openings, endings, theme songs, and just really big moments, has always been really good with that. So when it comes to Stone Ocean, that's what I'm really gonna be looking at. The animation, sure, I'm gonna be looking at that. I'm sure it's gonna be cool, colorful, and all that other shit. And that's cool. I'm sure that there's gonna be the 400 IQ plays. There's gonna be the beat downs and all that other stuff. But the most important thing for me is going to be music makes an anime for me. Just off of part 4's OP, and just off of the first two OPs for part 4, damn near made it one of my favorite one of my favorite parts, like just off of those two OPs alone, and I guess like just the music and stuff almost made it like my favorite part. And other parts have had really good music too, but that's just to say, like, I'm really gonna be honing in to the music of this part, and that I can't really have a good like barometer for how good the music is gonna be usually, because like most people will be like, oh yeah, part 6, you know, I read it, it's really crazy, you know, it's wild as fuck, you know, because people have already read it. But like the music, nobody's, as far as I know, unless like there's been some secret OST that came out that everybody's listened to a thousand times, I just haven't, or some information that's come out. Like the music is something that not only me, but I'm gonna assume that a lot of other people are in the dark about. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if they can hit the nail on the head with the music. I'm sure that David Productions is gonna be. Is David doing it? David's doing this, right? Let me check real quick. Let me check to see if David's doing this. I don't even think I have to check. I'm pretty sure David is doing this, even though it's on Netflix. But David Productions, I'm sure that they will hit the nail on the head with the animation. I'm not even gonna say I'm worried. I'm just like, I'm anxious to see what the music's like. That's the better word. I'm anxious to see what the music's like, you know, because that's what's really gonna make it for me. I guess one more thing to talk about is the fact that it is on Netflix. Here's the thing. I don't know if it, because with Netflix, they're with the binge content, right? So I don't know if everything's just gonna come out at once. I doubt it's gonna be like that. But if it were to come out like that, there's a couple things I would be afraid of. Maybe just two things I'd be afraid of. One is whether or not they skimp out when it comes to animation. Now, granted, Netflix seems to be pretty good on animation when it comes to big name shows like JoJo, or even though they haven't, you know, it's their first time delving into this, but big name animes like Castlevania, I think is Castlevania on Netflix? I believe Castlevania is on Netflix, and if Castlevania is on Netflix, I've heard really good things about the animation in that show. But like I said, I guess I'm going to assume David Productions is going to do this, and if David Productions is doing it, my soul is resting easy knowing that the animation will be on point. So maybe I don't have to worry about that too much. But two is how like binging everything is going to affect the I guess the watch aesthetic of the show. People, or at least I'm gonna guess hardcore fans, and most people are not really used to binging JoJo. Even me, who just got into the show like a year ago, not really used to binging JoJo. Like, I would take breaks, you know, and even me myself, I like to take breaks with shows a lot. So this may not be a problem for me, because I'll just take a break. I'll be like, all right, you know, I just want to watch for a little bit. But for other people who are just gonna like binge it, I wonder if that's going to affect the way they see the show. You know, part of the appeal, as much as we hate to admit it, part of the appeal with anime, in a lot of shows, not just anime, but specifically we're talking about anime, part of the appeal of anime is the cliffhanger, waiting for the next week, for waiting until the next week's episode comes out, and shit like that. Like that's a part of the appeal. You know, we get really angry when we have to deal with it, and that's understandable, but let's be real, that is a part of anime that makes things a lot more, makes cliffhangers scary. You know, it makes reveals like more interesting, because now I gotta wait next week to figure out what happened. You know, things like that. It's what makes anime. So I'm just a minuscule amount of worried. Just a minuscule amount of worried. When it jumping back to it being on Netflix, and like my I guess you could call it fears of it being on Netflix, but I still understand why it might be on Netflix. I don't really know the goings ons between, like, behind these big ass media companies, but I remember somebody, like, I posted about the whole Sony buying Crunchyroll thing, and somebody made a decent point. I don't remember what the point was, but it made me think, like, that might be why JoJo is coming to Netflix. Like, you know, that might make a lot of sense. So it might have something to do with that. And if, like I said, I don't remember the point that he made that made me think of that, but I just remember it being a good point, and me being like, you know what, that's a fair point, and I don't want JoJo to be on Crunchyroll if that's how it's going to be. So maybe Netflix is the better option here. You know, with Netflix has a very bad connotation when it comes to anime. However, I'm sure that they have done some really good stuff as well with it. So I'm just gonna have to try my best to be more receptive to it being exclusively on anime. There's a lot of things and information that I don't know about the release, but I'm sure that with just a little bit of research, or somebody will tell me in the comment section, I'll understand a little bit better about the release of this show. Real quick, I want to go. I'm not gonna go back. No, I'm not gonna do. I was about to say I want to go back and just like look at different aspects of the trailer, but this video would probably be an hour long. If you're new here, you know that I will talk for way too long about like a 2-minute, 10-minute video that I've seen. It just goes on way too long. So I know if I were to sit here and try to break down the trailer, the video's already like 20 plus minutes long. This video would be way too long if I try to do that. Plus I kind of want to keep blind. I want to stay as blind as possible, so I won't do that. I will say, with like closing thoughts and stuff, I have very high hopes for this part. Where we left off in the last part was very grandiose in theme. So with this part, I expect that I think I said this in the last couple of episodes of our reactions, is I expect this part to give me an existential crisis. That's where I'm expecting this part to go. Jolene looks absolutely amazing. It's a really cool character design. You know, with the limeish green kind of color that we got, or maybe it's just green, because you know how JoJo likes to invert colors and shit. But the whole aesthetic of her outfit, you know, her color scheme, everything looks really cool. So I'm excited to see all, you know, that type of stuff in motion, fighting and all the other stuff. That's gonna be cool. You know, you got the whole fan service of the Order barrage, and everything seems to in this trailer, everything seems to be great. Everything seems to be spot on. The only thing left to do is to actually watch the show. However, if for some reason people do want me to talk extensively on the trailer and shit like that, we can always go back and watch it frame by frame and shit like that, and I'll make a separate video for that. But for now, I'm not gonna do it for now. So I'm gonna stop talking. This was great. Music check, or so far check, at least. Like I said, so far I'm still afraid. I'm still a little apprehensive. I'm still a little anxious. But music so far check. Jolene's theme is really good. Animation check, looks cool. It looks JoJo. I think that's the biggest part. It looks JoJo. And distribution, hopefully check. I still don't know what kind of distribution I would like. No matter what, I'm going to enjoy it, I'm sure. But I guess you can say distribution check. Everything looks cool. Characters look flamboyant as all fuck. And that's the best part of JoJo for me, is just the power scaling is just that how flamboyant you look is how strong you are. So that's cool. Everything has checked out in this trailer. Everything looks great. So I'm excited. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description. And with all that, I'm going to get the fuck out of here and stop fucking talking. This shit's almost like 30 minutes. Get my off button ready. And as always, you all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.